had a funny, quirky, and passionate and kind personality, which was a little shady, I'm not gonna lie. Commented that my academic essay was jargony. I expected these ratings to be higher. Hey guys, I just read my Yale admissions file, and here's everything that I learned. So how the Yale admissions process basically works is that once you submit your application, you'll have one regional reader read your application and take notes on it, and then you'll have another reader that's outside of your region read your application and also take notes on it, and a committee will vote on your application. From the Yale admissions podcast, what I've heard is that then you'll have a committee of 5 people read the notes from your readers, and they'll vote on your application whether to admit you or to not, and if you get at least 4 votes, you're in. However, my application is a little bit different because I did get a likely letter, though I believe that's still something that the committee had to vote on. So let's get into the actual forms from my application. My admissions file contained 2 parts. First, everything I submitted to Yale, and then a few pages that were actually from the reads of the admissions officers that reviewed my application. The form for my first application reader was considerably longer than the form for my second application reader, and it contained a lot of identifying information at the beginning, such as my gender, the education of my parents, the major I intended to apply for, the size of my class, the highest GPA in my class, and my GPA on both a weighted and unweighted scale. Now, the main parts of the application that your readers talk about are your essays, your teacher recs, counselor rec, alumni interview, and extracurriculars. First, my first reader included a summary of the different extracurriculars I'd done in high school, such as MIT's MITES program, National Youth Orchestra 2, research at Kennesaw State University, Georgia's Governor's Honors Program, as well as cello tutoring and different clubs I'd done in my school. If you want more details on all those extracurriculars I just mentioned, you can watch my stats video that I posted many months ago. It's actually very surprising to me how much these application readers will reduce your application just because there's so many people that apply. So my entire application, that was many pages, ended up being reduced to about a page per reader. Actually, for my second reader, it was probably like half a page or less. So reader 1 commented that my essay talked about my identity, specifically being gay and also my Puerto Rican and Lao heritage, as well as my name. This reader then commented that my academic essay was jargony and talked about quantum programming qubits, and then talked about my Why Yale essay as talking about the and aspect of Yale, studying with the father of modern qubits and music. For some clarification, when the admissions officers talk about essay 1, they're talking about my personal statement. When they talk about essay 2, they're talking about that prompt that was like reflect on an element of your personal experience that you feel will enrich your college and how it's shaped you, which I'm not sure if it's still a prompt anymore. Then they also refer to the academic essay, which was tell us about a topic or idea that excites you and is related to one or more academic areas that you selected in the part of the application above and why you're drawn to it. And then they talk about your Why Yale essay, which is that what is it about Yale that's led you to apply. So when my first reader talked about my second essay, they said that it meandered a bit. They also said it was about my science-interested uncle in Puerto Rico, my family lacking opportunities to study, and also about me balancing pressure to succeed with self-care and how my lived experiences have shaped my current attitudes towards studying. They then included some information about my teacher recommendations, which they actually do consider quite heavily. So for my first teacher recommendation, the first admissions officer noted that whatever I did well, and this teacher described me as a natural curiosity. They wrote that my second teacher recommendation talked about how I took advantage of every opportunity, had a diligent work ethic, and seemed like I've come out of my shell in the past few years. They noted that my counselor recommendation was mostly a checklist, and that I was one of the few Hispanic students in my STEM magnet program and had to learn to self-advocate. Lastly, as a synthesis of all of my essay information, this admissions officer wrote that she might not understand all the technical jargon, but loves the outpouring of my passion for quantum computing in my academic essay and Why Yale essay, and that I know what I want and how I mean to pursue it. She says that she thinks I would bring the refreshing and much needed perspective to STEM that we get in my second essay. One thing that I found was interesting is there's a large paragraph in this part of my file one thing I found interesting was that in my first reader's review of my application, there's a pretty large paragraph, not as large as the first one about all those other elements of my application, but there's this quite large paragraph about my alumni interview, which I felt like went super well. This reader said that my interview was outstanding, that I demonstrated thinking and reasoning skills, talked about interesting professors who are pioneers of quantum computing, and that it wasn't just a story, but that I'd actually interviewed a quantum computing postdoc the summer before my senior year for my MITES research. The reader then noted from my interview that I was a great fit for liberal arts style education, that my eyes lit up when I talked about teaching cello, had a funny, quirky, and passionate and kind personality, and that I had a lot of current knowledge. I was a great conversationalist, and I was one of those students where you'd wonder how they do everything and still have a fun personality. For my second reader, the file was a lot shorter. As far as the identifying information, it only included my sex, my education, intended major, and then the comments. So for the comments, this relates back to me getting a likely letter, which I forgot to talk about this in my first file, but there was a spot where it indicated that I had likely nomination, and I will say too that likely nomination is not a guarantee that you'll get a likely letter. I believe the person that was helping me look at my file said that it has to go through like the dean of admissions or something. So here's what the second reader said about my application, which was a little shady, I'm not gonna lie, but it's chill. He said that his likely nomination might be a bit generous or ambitious, but that the academic potential in my file is palpable and exciting. They also said tough not to warm to a genuine and previously self-conscious but now very self-aware and reflective voice in my writing, and he believes that the intersection of my identities and how I've grappled with them has made me a more confident person and would be an important add to STEM spaces. He also noted that my teacher recommendations lack one of the best ever language, but upon a close read, especially my second recommendation, it reveals that my school is really trying to separate me, which I'm not entirely sure what this his school is really trying to separate him means, but I think it might mean separate me from other people that are applying. And then he said, with mites as a nice feather in his cap, let's give this file a look. Might not be enough for an L13, which I'm not sure what an L13 means. That was the one acronym that I could not figure out, and that even the person that was helping me read my file did not understand. But he said, but I think he'll be popular in March. I'm assuming they might be talking about a likely letter for the L13. I'm not sure. But the be popular in March is talking about how when you give out likely letters, you're kind of trying to give them to people who you think will be getting a lot of admissions to other colleges once regular decision rolls around. And for this reader did not have access to my interview notes. So lastly, let's talk about the ratings, which is that last part of the admissions file that I did not mention. So I got ratings from both of my admissions officers that read my application. What I've heard is that each of these ratings is on a scale of 1 to 9, though I'm not entirely sure if that's true, because I saw a video where someone said it was 1 to 8, but I'm not entirely sure, basically. And then my admissions officers will rate my overall application on a scale of 1 to 4, with 1 being the highest and a plus or minus indicating a better or worse application. So for my first reader, she gave me a 5 on all of my categories, so just my extracurriculars, teacher recommendations, and counselor rating, but gave me an overall rating of 2+. So this was kind of shocking to me because getting the likely letter, I expected these ratings to be higher because it seems pretty average, 5 out of 9, if that upper bound is 9. But I think that could show that maybe my essays and my interview were really strong parts of my applications that had a lot of influence on the overall rating. And I think maybe the likely nomination was more an assessment of how much they believe I was going to get into other colleges instead of necessarily how much they liked my application. I'm not sure, I'm just throwing stuff out there. But I can understand the lower ratings for my teacher recommendations because there wasn't much written about them and they didn't have one of the best ever language, apparently. But still, I was more shocked about my extracurricular rating because I thought I really grinded extracurriculars in high school, so to only get a 5 was kind of shocking to me. So I'm not entirely sure what was up with that and what they were expecting, if I'm going to be honest. So for my second admissions officer, I received a 5 on extracurriculars, 2 6s on my teacher recommendations, a 5 on my console recommendation, and an overall rating of 2+. So this was interesting to me too, that I still received a 5 on my extracurriculars, yet I was rated slightly higher in my teacher recommendations, but still lower on my counselor recommendation. And I think this is partially due to how the counselors at my school didn't really know any of the students that well because there are so many students. But yeah, that's everything about my application. I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about my admissions file, and it was pretty insightful to me. Please stick around and stay tuned for other videos on my channel that I will release soon. Also, please watch my video where I read my actual Common App essay, which I've never done before on this channel, so I hope you guys find it interesting. Bye!